Welcome to SQL Beginner Series Day 1. In this video, we will install MySQL Server and MySQL Workbench step by step. So if you are a beginner, do not worry. I will actually explain the steps to download MySQL Server and MySQL Workbench. So to download MySQL Server, you have to go to Google and type MySQL download. It's very simple. You have to just type MySQL download and you can just hit this MySQL downloads, and the first link that you get here is MySQL downloads. Okay, so click on this link. Yes, and if you click on this link, you'll have to scroll to the bottom, and here you will find this, in the download section you will find this MySQL community server. So you have to click on this and you have to download the MySQL server. So I'll just click on this. Yes, and as I click on this, you can see that you can see this link to download. Like you can see this MSI installer. This is actually the installer file. So if you download this, you can install it directly from the net. So you can click on this first link, which is Windows x80. It is actually 64-bit MSI installer. Okay, this is actually the MySQL server file. Okay, so click on download, and after I click on download, it will open this. So you will show this, you'll see this no thanks, just start by download. Click on this, okay, and the download will start automatically. See, now the download has started here. You can see that the download is started, and it is just going to take few seconds, like it's, and now the download has been completed. So after the download is completed, you can just click on this, double click on this. So I have just double clicked, and now it shows you this setup wizard, and after that you have to click on next. So when you click on next, you will see this checkbox here. I accept the terms in the license agreement. So you have to check this checkbox and click on next. And you will see these three options here: typical, custom, complete. So now you can select this complete. All programs, all the features will be installed when you click on complete. So I recommend you to go for this complete. Click on complete, then click on install here. Yes, now as I install it, it asks you to allow this app to make changes to your device. So you have to just click yes. Yes, and the installation begins here. Now we are installing, and now you have to click finish. Yes, so as you click on finish, what happens is, again it asks you to allow this app to make changes. So click on yes, just click yes. Okay, and now after I click on yes, you can see this now, MySQL configurator. Okay, welcome to the MySQL server configurator. So now you have to click next here, and it will do all the it will run all the files, and it will set up the configuration. So click next here. Yes, now when I click next, did you see here, it is showing you the path where your MySQL server will be installed. So it goes to C drive. Okay, you can select this, you can change the path if you want, otherwise let it go to the default path. So now I'll click on next. Yes, and now do not do anything here. Like let me make it very simple. So just do not select anything. Let it be development computer, and let the port be 3306. Okay, do not do anything here. Just click next. So when I click on next, okay, it asks you for the MySQL root password. Remember, you have to remember this password. Okay, so always give a very easy password. So I'll give here root123. Remember that. Okay, so please remember this password. So give a very easy password. Okay, so I'm giving root123, right? So whatever password you give, you just remember that. Now it shows you password we can also, it doesn't matter, just give the password and remember the password, then click next. So when I click on next, it shows you this screen. Okay, do not do anything here. Now what you do is you just click on next. I'm making it very simple. Now you will have to grant full access to the user running this Windows server, right? Do not do anything, just click yes. Okay, you have to just select the first one, automatically it will be selected. So click next. Now it asks you to create some sample database. So if you want, you can skip, I mean you can uncheck this, but I will just select this. I'll check this two check boxes. Okay, so this will create the database for you. Remember, we are trying to install MySQL Server, so so it is giving you some default database, so you can just select this two if you want. Yes, next. Now, next is after you see this screen, you have to just click on execute, right? So it will apply the configuration files and it will do the changes. Now just click on execute. So I click on execute and now see it's applying the configuration. It's automatically, yes. So now it is like, setting up the configuration, applying the configuration. Okay, so now it says that MySQL server was successful. Click next to continue. So everything is done successfully. Click on next. So I think our MySQL server is ready. Okay, so we are installing this MySQL server. Click next. Yes. Now this is how we can install MySQL Server. Remember, it's a server. Okay, so if you want to store to use this kind of MySQL Server, right? So click finish. Okay. Now next thing is after this we will be downloading one more thing that is called MySQL Workbench. Okay. So now to download MySQL Workbench, what you can do is you can just come back and you can just go to the same site where I have shown you MySQL download. Like you can come here, MySQL download, right? The same site where I have downloaded the server, right? MySQL server. Come here and you can just come to this download section, and here something is there called MySQL Workbench. So what is MySQL Workbench? Remember, MySQL Workbench is a tool. Okay, it's an UI, right? It's an UI that helps you connect to the server, right? Connect to the MySQL server. So this tool we need to install, right? So you have to install this tool as well. It's a client. Yes, so I'll click on this MySQL Workbench and it opens this link to download. Okay, like this is also an MSI installer, so you'll have to download this first, then if so click download here. So as I click on download, again it shows you this thing, no thanks, just start by download. Okay, so just click on this and your MySQL workbench will be downloaded. It's downloading now. It's 250, so it is actually done now. And now you'll have to just double click here, double click on the file. Yes, I have double clicked. Now it will install MySQL Workbench. Okay, so click next. Now you can just click next. Now it asks you this thing here, two options. Please select a setup type. So you can go for the complete one. So let it be complete. Let it be complete. Okay, it will select complete by default. So click next. So now I'll click on install. It will ask you to select this yes, like you have to allow this app. Okay, because you're going to install a new tool here, so you have to allow it. Yes, select yes. So it yes, now it's done. So click finish. So once you are done with this, MySQL Workbench installation, now we will try to connect to MySQL Server. So now to connect to that MySQL Server, we'll be needing this, MySQL Workbench, right? So after you're done installing this MySQL Workbench, it will just open automatically. If it doesn't open automatically, also you can just type here MySQL Workbench, and you have to just click on this MySQL Workbench, and you will see this window, right? So now what you should do is you have to connect to the MySQL server, isn't it? So now to connect to that, you will have to come here. Okay, so this would have been created automatically, because we have selected this thing while installing, right? So you have to just click on this. This is the username. Do you see root is the username, and this is the port number where your server is running now. So you have to double click. So you just have to click on this. Yes, and it opens this, what do you call the UI, right? So it says the user is root. Okay, the user is always root. Remember, the default user is always root in MySQL Server. Now you have to just give the password that you have, typed while installation. Okay, while installing that MySQL Server, we have given a password, right? So you have to give that password. So please remember that password that you gave. In my case, I have given root 123. Okay. Now I'll just select OK now. Yes, so when I select OK, you'll get this message. Okay, so don't worry about this message. Okay, just click continue anyway. Yes, now you can see that our MySQL server is connected now with the help of MySQL Workbench. Okay, so Workbench actually gives you a very convenient way of connecting to the MySQL server. Now after that, what you should do is you can right now you can see that there are three databases here. Do you see at this databases we have selected, no, right? So this Sakila and this World, these two databases actually was created while installing this MySQL server, right? So it's just a sample database. Now what I can do is I can just run some query here, like I can just write here show databases, right? So that I know which are the databases. Okay, so if I just click here and if I just type this show databases, and if I run this, so to run this you have to just click on this thunder symbol here, right? So you have to just click on this. So I want to execute this now. I want to see what, and so show databases, right? Do you see here so many databases it's showing here? Do you see the output? See, I can see this information schema and Sakila, and there's so many databases are there. Actually, these are actually inbuilt databases, okay, created by our MySQL server, right? So this is how you connect to your MySQL server using Workbench. So in the next video, I'll be showing you, I'll be explaining about how you can, what is the database, and what is the concept of a database, and how we can create database, and how we can create tables, right? So please subscribe to my channel for more updates, and for learning concepts in database. And also I have a playlist in Python, which is which is given mainly for learning Python from scratch. So thank you.